let's talk about macroeconomics in your money. Don't worry, macroeconomics is just another fancy word of big economic events that actually happen in your region. Now, government, banks, and also just government alone are actually responsible for these type of movements. So let's actually talk about 4 types of macroeconomic movements that can actually affect your Forex trading. Now let's talk about the first thing, which is called a GDP, a gross domestic product. What a gross domestic product basically is just the overall growth of the economy as a report. So whether you're in the United States or whether you're in a different country, these reports are going to be actually measuring how much fruits and vegetables that country consumed, and also the unemployment rates hopefully being low, and also very, very sturdy and consistent wage rises in people's salaries. That would be one of the reasons why the actual Forex market could be affected. Now, the second thing that can actually affect the nation's economy is inflation or high inflation. Basically what that means is that there's no money around. Nobody's spending any money. The malls are empty on the weekends. So a high inflation rate can definitely affect the Forex currency market. Now, the third thing that can actually affect an economy within a nation is what's called a consumer price index. And what a CPI is basically is the average cost of a basket of goods, such as bread and milk. And basically what that's measuring is just the cost of living in that area or region. Now, the fourth and final thing that can actually affect a nation's economy is unemployment levels, which actually goes back to our first point, a gross domestic product. Unemployment levels are measured in a region of how many people are actually unemployed. Now, a news economic event that you can actually take advantage of is called non-farm payroll. It happens every Friday, the first of the month, and it's basically just data of everybody's payroll reports and economic growth in the United States, excluding everybody who works for farm, private, nonprofit organizations, and also household state employees. Great. Now you know all about news, all about economic reports and macroeconomics and your money. Now you have to be really, really cautious about trading during these news events because technicals can be thrown off by fundamentals in opposite directions and also fake stop runs by the market. So understanding when news events are happening in the Forex market will put you ahead of the game. Now let's actually talk about charts and indicators. So charts actually come in a different couple of formats, and you can actually take advantage of some. Now the first would be a line, and it's just a solid line that goes up and down, monitoring current market price for that Forex pair or commodities such as gold, NASDAQ 500, or the US 30. Now when you actually talk about the second type of format, that's actually going towards a hollow body bar. And that's basically just a candlestick. That would be the third type. That's hollow, just showing opening and closing price of that certain time frame. Moving on to the third type would be the candlestick. Now the candlestick is the most popular because it's used by all Forex traders because it actually shows a color and also price reactivity depending on how it closes, and you can actually look for certain types of formations with these candlesticks to tell where price is actually going to be headed. And that's what's actually called price action trading. Now what's different than price action trading would be indicator trading, which can be used in similar or actually differently. Indicators are actually computer robots that are actually on your format of a chart doing all that analysis for you. Now the first type of indicator that you're probably used to hearing is called an RSI, Relative Strength Index. Basically, that's always measuring if price is overbought or oversold. Being at these are at certain levels on a chart, an 80 RSI level is normally telling you that something is overbought, meaning that it is time to sell. And on the other side of the flip, you're going to have an RSI level of a 20 that is telling you something that price is oversold, which is calling for a buy. Those two basic RSI levels can help you out in trading, showing you when you can sell and when you can buy. But it is not solely something you need to rely on or something that you can solely rely on. Now, one of the most popular indicators in Forex trading is called an EMA, or an exponential moving average. And basically, in short terms, that's just an average filter of current market price through over time. So what that actually can serve as is either a support and resistance, or something that price reacts off of, or just basically a normal filter showing you the uptrend or the downtrend. Now, the third and most common indicator that Forex traders are using is what's called a MACD. A MACD is an oscillating indicator, very, very similar to the RSI. And what it is basically telling the market and also you as a trader that there is some momentum about to be picking up. And when the actual signals cross in the MACD format is a good time to act upon the trade. Now you know about a few different indicators in Forex trading, and normally you use all three of them as one to be able to predict that type of movement and also your trades. Also, now the difference in versus from indicators is going to be price action trading, which is basically what we talked about in the beginning, which is more aligned with looking at candlesticks. And it is actually my preferred way to trade. I do not look at any type of indicators. It's just my style. I only rely on the candlesticks and what they're telling me on higher time frames and lower time frames to base my bias on these Forex currency pairs. Now at TO Markets, we actually want you to have the best. Whether that's from educational videos such as this, or offering you a broker with $0 commissions, we want you to take advantage of just one more thing, and that's actually MT5, which is an application that's offered on Android, iOS, as well as your tablet or computer. This is going to give you access to trading all commodities and Forex currency pairs directly on the go, 24/7, wherever you're at in the world. One thing that's great about MT5 is fast and accurate order execution. Depending on where you're at in the world, this calls for absolutely no mistakes depending on how much capital you're trading. So fast and accuracy within execution of your orders is going to be the number one thing that is going to be providing you at the top level. Now, another great thing about MT5 is that you're going to be able to get access to all major Forex pairs as well as commodities such as pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar yen, dollar Swiss, and let's actually not forget about CFDs and equities that you'll also have access to in MT5. Now MT5 is also going to offer built-in geographical and technical analysis tools that's also going to help you stay on top of news events with news updates regularly. Now with TO Markets, we actually jam-packed MT5 with paid and non-paid signal groups. So you can actually just copy and paste trading. In school, they didn't allow you to do that. With us, we're totally okay with it. Now MT5 is also going to have beautiful strategy testing features. So you can actually look back and back test your trades to see what you did right and also what you did wrong. So you can stop doing what you're doing wrong and keep doing what you're doing right. Now MT5 is jam-packed with all these goodies. Let's take advantage of it. Why not? You're going to be at full advantage and also be able to take advantage of these great tools and also accessories within the platform. Now you might be wondering what makes TO Markets different, and I'll be glad to explain that to you. Now the Forex market may be new to you and you may be a little skeptical about dipping your toes into that, and that's totally fine. So let's actually go over some points here that's going to allow you to go ahead and join this journey without any risk or stress. Now the most common question you're going to ask about a broker is it easy to trade with these guys? And I'm going to tell you why TO Markets is ahead of the game with making it easier than anybody else in the space within brokers in the Forex trading market. Now the first reason why TO Markets is such a great broker to trade with is the fact that we have something that's called TO Reimburse, which is basically if you do blow your account within the first month, we are going to go ahead and refund you that first 50% of that initial deposit, or reimburse you that first 50% of your initial deposit right back into your account so you can get right back into the game and hopefully not do that again. Now the second thing that makes TO Markets a great broker to trade is what's called TO Shield. Now trades can actually go either way, and if you notice you're in some drawdown, just go ahead and cancel your trade and save your funds. We got your back on this one. Now TO Markets has what I like to call VIP Black, and what that's actually going to do for you is to make sure you always know what you're paying for trading. It's not going to depend on spreads or any type of broker manipulation that will cause you to have any type of wondering of how much you're going to be paying with these commissions in trading. Now another great thing about TO Markets is our epic customer support. We're going to actually be able to offer this to you, and remember, you can always contact us and we're going to get back to you within one business day. That's our promise. The customer is always right, no questions asked. We're here to make you happy and keep everything flowing nicely in your Forex trading journey. Now another great thing about TO Markets is our non-nonsense approach. We know you're busy, we know your time is valuable. If you don't need our help, we'll stay out of your hair. If you do need our help, please contact us at any amount of time. We are here to help you, and we're trying to make sure that you understand this just as much as we want you to.